Alrighty, I already started. I know it's a little dark. This is the fast coil 220. I've already got it on my bracket. This is the epoxy filled flamethrower 2. This is a fast XRI, which used to be Crane adapter plate. This has a lockout so that the vacuum advanced ain't on its dual point distributor. So I just pulled the wire. I routed it up under my water pump here to get the wire out. I hope I can get it with the loom too. My fuel line's a little bit in the way, but there's not much on the internet since Fast took over Crane, but I don't know if this is bad, broke, wrong, or if the coil burned up, but we taking it off. This is the Petronics. I've got a Petronics on the other one, but it's not red. So this is the igniter 2. It's supposed to be able to go 12 volts. Don't know if it's burned up. It's acting like it's burned up. It ain't running right. So I don't know that Fast has a pin that it sits on. So I got to take the Phillips out right here and this out to get this plate. It's already rusty. So that might be some of the problem. There's something under it right here. I can't tell if it's rubberized or something. Piece of rubber. That might have been when I took the wire out of the hole. But anyway, we're fixing to take this out. Phillips screwdriver. Rebel, lay down. I don't know. This one's coming. That back one might not. I sprayed down WD on my valve covers and air cleaner and everything when I washed it off. Keep it from corroding. Aluminum does not rust, but it does rot, white rot. It corrodes and oxidizes just like metal, rust brown. It corrodes. I'm gonna pause you and get that screw out the back. You having fun? Yeah, okay. Anyway, let me get this out. I'll come back to you. If I put it right there, it's gonna fall. Let me set something in front of it to keep you upright. Let me see about these pliers here. I don't want to ground it out neither, but let's see if that'll do it. If it falls, I'll pick it up or something. We'll figure it out. But there we go. A little bit of oomph. I've had this one out. This is actually not a dual point distributor, but if you can weld aluminum, all it is a square, a knot on it that centers up the cap. I still got my springs on the centrifugal governor. That thing's rusty. Oh, I remember what I did. That might have been the problem. To keep it from moving, I isolated it. I tack welded it top and bottom. Well, it's got Teflon bushing under it to keep it from grounding. So, but the pin would have grounded it anyway. So I don't know what that would have changed. Because we're going to have to figure out, this one does not have a vacuum advanced, and this one has to go in here this way, and if the holes do not line up, it's backwards. And I think I flipped it in backwards. But I could have got one for a dual point without a vacuum advanced. because this is the same way. It's got the Teflon plate, and this should be on this side, but to keep it from moving, it's going to center up over that Teflon, and this will snap down on it, but it'll still rotate. We don't want rotation. We want solid. So I have to figure this out. Can't weld it because we don't want it to ground. I could. We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board because that goes right there, and it doesn't have a wheel on the Ford V8s for the cam here like the Petronix has a magnet that it picks up on. It slides down on it. This picks up on the cam lobe itself. That's what I like about it. But I don't know if I glue that, if that'll glue will hold up. And JB Weld is conductive, I'm pretty sure of. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to be through for tonight. We'll have to figure this out tomorrow, and my software on the computer will not upgrade. So I'm gonna have to get a different program, because if you upload a video to YouTube, it's got to be a full-length video. If you do 2 or 3, it goes to 2 or 3 different videos. So anyhow, got a problem with this. They don't sell one for a dual point, if I'm not mistaken. All I'm gonna do is just put this back on here, shut the hood down, and go in here and do some more homework. I got my coil. I need to mount it right there. I might go ahead and do that, and I'll take that in there with the plate I welded, because that's gonna need cleaning up. And this thing's run for a while. I mean, it's been 10 years, so that might not have been the problem. Then again, it might have been. Don't know. The coil get hot and shut down. That's why I went to silicone, and that's why I spaced it out with all these washers off the front of the head to keep it from getting hot. So, anywho, Techline don't know nothing, so ain't no need to call them. Might upload this, maybe help somebody out. It's got instructions, however you want to call them. But we'll figure it out, and I'll get back with you. All right, this is a true dual point distributor. That knot right there. There is no hole for the vacuum advanced. This is the plate. It has long screws. There's a washer. I think I just sandwiched it down in there. That's what this one has done, and that's what we're going to do on the other one. So my plate's turned right. It goes like that right there, and we're going to sandwich it down and be done with it. So the long screws will go all the way through it. Just like that. So we'll do this tomorrow. I gotta put this back together. I knew I was missing something, but it's grounded anyway because it's got a ground strap from this up on the top. See the black one? That's the ground strap. On the points, I welded that plate, but it carries a ground strap from the bottom of the plate to the top plate up under the points anyway. So this is the same, even though it's got Teflon to keep it from grounding, it's to keep it moving. We don't want it to move, so it can be grounded anyway. All right, appreciate you. I gotta remember to hit the bottom button instead of the top button. It don't show pause, 2 long lines. Stupid thing. feed the froggies. Y'all don't know it. I had my knee replaced. And undoubtedly it's doing better because my pedometer shows me walking 3 and 4 times more than what I was walking before. So hopefully I get back on videos and taking care of all that. But I enjoy working on old stuff and sweating out here in Alabama summer. And it's just May. It ain't even April yet. Oh, wait a minute. What is today? Is it May? May 15th? May 17th. No, May 15th. I think it was May 15th. Anyway, it's hot. It was above 80 today. Sun. Alright, figure 6 showing pressing on, test fit, blah, 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 on top of the relay clearing. Center ring, if it does not rotate smoothly, polish it. Don't want to polish it. Press 4 splies, how we already done all that. Secure. Route to X, install the supplied grommet. Apply terminal grease, that was 10 on 2. So here's 3. Push the module as close to the points cam as possible without touching the points cam lobe. Tighten the hardware. Well, I don't know if I pushed it as tight as close as possible, but I say it's pretty daggum close. I don't know if it needs to be further away. It's got a pin that it sits in, so I can't move the cam lobe because it's sitting dead flat on it. Because to me, I would swear it would hit. The shaft ain't loose. It's tight as a hat band, but it ain't loose. And it's in gear, so I can't just pop it over and see. But anyway, let's read which color wires these go. Because it don't just hook up anyway, even though they say it's supposed to be able to be protected. Connecting the black and yellow wire of the module to the coil. Terminal of the coil with one of the ring terminals, which it had, but I don't know what I did with them. And connect the other ring terminal, black and red wire of the module. Connect this to the coil plus. So black and red is hot, and then the black and yellow is minus. That's what I figured it was. So this is hot. Let's take this little nut off. It's got a washer. My other one's got a spade. Just dropped one of them. Let's put that one on. I don't know. Boy, my air kicked on. That go $500. Tell you what, I ain't ever had a high power bill like this place up here. And I went through and put LEDs and everything. I'm gonna get that washer. If I can get down on my knee. Oh, it don't feel too good. Get on that other one. Get something pull up on it, ain't so bad. I'm gonna put a washer between these two. I'm turning this one over here. washer and net supplied. And I only brought my needle nose to tighten these up with. Alrighty. When I check the coil, that was on one of these diagrams. There's a meter on both sides. Let's see if the battery's still good in this sucker. I don't hardly ever use it. I think I took the battery out and left it out too. I got a screwdriver for it. Well, I got a battery in there. Let's see if it's any account. I know it's been over a year or two since I've used it. And this is a Duracell, but you can run equipment really bad by leaving batteries in it. Yeah, come on. There's ohms. AC shouldn't be. Come on, man. Millimeter 1 scale. Supposed to be 0.6. Went to 0.6. Now it's 1.6. Key ain't on. 1.7. So it's 1.7. Let's see. Y'all might not want to read all this. I'll pause it. Remember, yes, the grease, the electrical grease, or whatever you want to call it, heat sink component is what it's got on the packaging. but it says put it on the bottom. It's got a cut, but now it's already grounded, and you put this so you're not grounding it, but it's supposed to be for heat resistance, supposedly. Well, let's put it on here. Coat the whole thing. I can't get it on that pickup. Won't pick up. It's already on there. Man. Dang. Turn these black handles white. And that green one white. Alright. Turn it. Well, got it on. Shit. This stuff is just like anti-seize. What, baby? You talking to me? I'm gonna take this Phillips back out. I think I'm still recording. And I'm gonna put this under there. And it'll barely go. And I'm gonna put it between. Bent the wrong direction. And that way it's out of the way and won't pinch later, hopefully. Against the side too, help hold it, it don't matter. Just as long as that don't move. And I think this is a 7.4 or 7.6 or 7/64 Allen wrench. I think it's on the standard size. Just went down there and got one to fit. But well, let's get on this side. I don't want to break it. These ain't going into nothing but aluminum, so. But they're snug. And that wire is laid over, it's on the loom. I can't tell where the rev limiters sit. I'll have to zoom in with a magnifying glass, but she's locked in. We're gonna take and cut these wires over here and crimp them, and we don't need a mile. So I'm literally gonna put the heat shrink right there on this side of it and cut them, and they're gonna go on either side. We gotta read and see what color goes where though. And I didn't bring my lighter, dang it. I gotta get my meter also. I hate walking up and down stairs. I'm gonna throw a brick at your head. Go on. You come over here and flog me, you're gonna be in chicken and dumplings tomorrow. Go on now. Let's see where my terminals went. I've seen them things, because that is for the resistor. And that's for the coil, and this is the one that's already there. Fiddle flatter. I don't have to go get 2 terminals. I just went off half-cocked altogether again. It's gonna be a 3-hour video. Let's see if I laid them in here on the white car. You know, it's hard to find a copper radiator anymore. I'd like to get another one to build that other truck. I've got a brand new aluminum one and a plastic one. Aluminum with plastic tanks. I don't like it. Don't care for it. Alright, dang it. Hold your own there, here. Now, sorry about that. I got carried away. Went and got me a drink and come back, put the air cleaner on, snap the cap down. I checked it with the key on, still same resistance. Don't make sense, but it is. The key's off right now. The coil's a little loose in the bracket. I might try to tighten it up. Screwdriver don't fit there really good. It's kind of tight to hold it, and I don't want to cut no wire. But maybe we can hold it a second to get a turn or two. I don't think I'm holding a nut. Nope. Cause it shouldn't slide up. Let's get that wrench. Loosen this just a hair. Fuel filter there. Let me slide it down to here. Too far. Come on, happy medium, guys. Should be good. Now, it's away from the fuel line. Negative's right there at the fuel filter. This is not touching. It looks like it is, but it is not touching. The plug wire touches over here. Got a little nick in my wire. I don't like that. I'll move this separator here up. Take care of it. Maybe. These are supposed to be 8mm wires. About $70 now. It touches when it's in full throttle, which is most of the time in this thing. Let's see. Might have to wrap that wire. I hit my head on the damn latch just a minute ago. Not thinking, sitting right here and went straight down. Snap the cap on, that's smashing the grommet down. Wire runs behind it, comes up right here. My sock's dirty, I know, my wristband rather. Need to get a clean one. But, let me throw these things out from under the hood. Put my fluky meter over here. And I'm going to see if she'll fire up. She should. The battery might be weak. I might have to charge the battery, but she might sound crappy on that phone. I don't know. Last time she did. Don't fall over, animals. Let's see if she'll fire. Try to adjust the timing out here and fire. You ain't supposed to leave the key on long without cranking it. Seems like she ain't getting no gas. It was running and all there. She popped off back here, but I think I got an exhaust leak. She don't seem like she's pumping. Full tank of gas. She's getting tired already. She sat here for 2 weeks and I ain't touched her. Moved it back. I thought it was hitting it. Maybe I need to move it a little closer. Just won't fire. But she ain't firing. She should be getting gas. She's got a new fuel pump. But it's from India. Don't mean nothing. I hit that daggum thing again. It won't be 3 hours long. That's as close as it can be without touching. Unless I got dielectric grease on it. see if we got gas. I don't know if I go get a bottle downstairs. We can adjust the time and get her to fire. She ain't getting no gas. Damn Indians are getting us one fuel pump at a time. Brand new fuel pump I'm talking about. I tried to get a rebuild kit for mine and I can't seem to get a hold of nobody that knows. It's built like a Jeep when it's got a little slot in the thing to move the pump up and down. One of them ain't too bad, but it lets pressure bleed back. So it's leaking internally, but back into the fuel line, not out into the oil. So it will pump, it just not holding pressure for it to when it pumps too much. So now I ain't getting fuel. And buy Mr. Gasket for 180, and buy Holly for 200, and all of them look to be the same. Carters are a little different. The fuel lines won't work with Carter. Me trying to keep to the correct fuel line and stuff, period correct type stuff. It's a headache now. I built my Fairlane 20 years ago. I went ahead and bought another pump. That's the one I put on this one, and it run until just bringing it up here. It acted up. I changed it down there in Sandusky and then drove it up here, and it still didn't act like it was pumping good enough. I can stick a truck fuel pump on it if we can get one. It'll have a filter on the bottom, and I don't like that mess, but I might have one in the basement. I know I got a couple more of these high dollar pumps, but they ain't pumping no fuel, ain't no count. It's got a full tank of gas, I ain't lying. Spent $70-something run high octane in it. Got a 21 gallon Mustang tank in between the beds. Alright, we know it'll pop off. We know it's not getting fuel. I don't have the right lines, so I'm going to take all this back, throw that in there with the other unit, and put it in that other box. And then I guess I'll be changing the fuel pump out with another one that's in the box. Dang this thing. Danged if you do and danged if you don't. So, electronics might not be nothing wrong with it. Might be just the fuel pump going out altogether. Get that Allen wrench. Alrighty. Appreciate y'all.